Okay, friends. So, first rule that you should follow in microbiology laboratory is to treat all the microorganisms as potential pathogens. So, while the majority of microorganisms are not pathogenic to humans and have never been shown to cause illness, under unusual circumstances, a few microorganisms that are not normally pathogenic can act as an pathogens, right? So treat all the microorganisms, especially unknown cultures, as if they were pathogenic. So a student who has compromised immune system or has had a recent extended illness should talk with the instructor before working in the microbiology laboratory, right? Second is sterilize equipment and materials, right? So all the materials, media, tubes, plates, loops, needles, pipettes and other items used for the culturing of microorganisms should be sterilized by autoclaving. Otherwise you can use commercially sterilized products also. So understand the operation and safe use of all equipment and materials needed for the laboratory. Third is disinfect work area before and after use. So use a disinfectant such as a 10% bleach or 70% ethanol solution to wipe down the benches and work areas both before and after working with the cultures. Also be aware of the possible dangers of the disinfectants as 70% ethanol can catch fire around open flame or high heat sources, which if spilled can ruin your clothing. Either alcohol or bleach can be dangerous if splashed in your eyes, so students should know where the nearest eye wash station or sink are located. Fourth, that is wash your hands. Use a disinfectant soap to wash your hands before and after working with the microorganisms. Non-disinfectant soap will remove surface bacteria and can be used if disinfectant soap is not available. Gloves may be worn as extra protection. Fifth, never pipette by mouth. Use pipette bulbs or pipetting devices for the aspiration and dispensing of the liquid cultures. Never use your mouth for the pipetting. 6. Do not eat or drink in the lab nor store food in the areas where microorganisms are stored. So, never eat or drink anything in the laboratory while working with the microorganisms. Keep your fingers out of your mouth and wash your hands before and after the laboratory activity. Cover any cuts on your hands with the bandage. Gloves may be worn as an extra protection. 7. Label everything clearly. All cultures, chemicals, disinfectant, and media should be clearly and securely labeled with their names and the dates. If they are hazardous, label them with the proper warning and hazardous information. Eighth, that is autoclave or disinfect all the waste materials. All items to be discarded after a class, such as a culture tubes, culture plates, swabs, toothpicks, wipes, disposable transfer needles, and gloves, should be placed in a biohazard autoclave bag and autoclaved 30 to 40 minutes at 121 degrees Celsius at 20 pounds of pressure. If no autoclave is available and you are not working with the pathogens, the materials can be covered with the 10% bleach solution and allowed to soak for the at least 1 to 2 hours. Ninth, that is clean up spills with care. Cover any spills or broken culture tubes with a 70% ethanol or 10% bleach solution, then cover with a paper towels. After allowing the spills to sit with the disinfectant for the short time, carefully clean up and place the materials in a biohazard autoclave bag to be autoclaved. Wash the area again with the disinfectant. Never pick up a glass fragments with your fingers or stick your fingers into the culture itself. Instead, use a brush or dustpan, right? So if working with the animals or plant pathogens, keep the area clear, notify your instructor. And 10th, last but not the least, that wear apron and wear gloves. So you should wear apron while entering into the microbiology laboratory, as it protects you from certain chemicals and microorganisms.